and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick gets it to Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Able to get this to Gordon. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 26 yards. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check 45 to mine. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Gun. Great.
45. Hey. Let's go.
On first down, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert flag. Alert 20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey! 5 down. 5 down. Stand up in. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
I got you, son. I got you, son. 8. Watch twins.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2 times. 3 down.
Now a give right side. Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
45. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, Trash! Record. Get it.
Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Here comes Grant on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Tighten up. Check the backer, check the backer.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ready? 180! 80! Use the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Deuce.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
20.
On second down, it's Schwartz, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Check. Watch time. Tight end right.
On first down, Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's complete. It's Collins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Jeff, go Jeff. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Darius Leonard, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hey, look. 20. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Drake. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. This one complete to Christian Kirk. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
14 yards. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Schwartz, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gun. 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Short. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Right to the 3. Express! Wild Bill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 36.
On 3rd down, Swartz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Squeeze, double.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, color. 52 and 56. Mike 9. Watch the curl.
Fitzpatrick now. He's got Evans. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Hey, high 7. Feel it.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Great. He's coming. 20.
They'll start the drive with Dre. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Hey, 52. Coming.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check.
34.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking sideline, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Check 52. Strong.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. He completes it to Evans.
Come on, baby, let's go.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
52 and 56. Kill.
We got to step it up.
There you go. Get down.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. He'll take a shot for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
45. Mike, 45. Let's pick it. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hey, chill.
Mike 9.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 9. Hey, we got to kill. Hey, tight.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's thinking. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, press. Hey, check. 3 down.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch the run.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Schwartz. And he's got this down to the 35. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
6 guys. Check 6 3. Kill. Alert 3.
This is Grant. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Great.
45 to Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down now, it's Schwartz. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Rabbit.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.